better stop. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get the involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Miles Sanders first carry of the game. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Right back to Sanders on first down. They'll get this to about the 38. Well, look at this defense for the Vikings.
Well, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta. And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Quick throw caught by Godwin. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 23 yards on the play.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Sanders again. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Miles Sanders, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this is fielded just short of the goal line, but the fair catch means this drive will begin at the 25. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. For the Vikings, it's 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 42. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now Jones. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish it not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Saints will have the football back. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
They'll go again with Sanders. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it. They're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here is 3rd down and 4. Now Cousins going to change it up. They're going to look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too. By his teammates, by his coaching staff, they've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And some room to run now. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a 1st down again. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Joe Mixon is 11 within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return here for Sanders. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away. And they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
They go play action. Cousins. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. He wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Cousins here going to change the play. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That is caught. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll change things up. First down, here's Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Cousins. Left side here to Sanders. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Cousins. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Sanders. And looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders. As they stop him short of the line to gain. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Cousins to throw it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know that Stephon Diggs. And they work this out past the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 64 yards rushing for it as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Jones on first down. This goes out wide for Mixon. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. Whole career.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Mekhi Blackmon's got it, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
The Sanders has got it complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Oh, and now some trickery. They fake the spike. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A short kick, but a fair catch called for. Might be second-guessing that one. They'll begin at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Here's Jones. A final shot before break. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I set up the booth ready for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game.
And you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, putting some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Back to throw. Jones. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Right back to Atwell. That's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. This 2nd and 4. Mixing up the middle. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Meanwhile, Jones throwing into the hands of Boyd. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun to give to Mixon. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jones to Mixon on the check down. Touchdown! Joe Mixon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return here for Sanders. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense They've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On play action, Cousins. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. Now Cousins sees something. He's going to change this around. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Another run with Sanders. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
3rd down and 13. To throw, Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because down long situations, it's up the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know what the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and the ball's released.
There he goes, left side. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Jones on 1st and 10. Fighting Knox there, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Operating from the gun, Jones. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyquan Thornton from 13 yards out. And the Vikings add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth-quarter touchdown and a two-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return here for Sanders. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Cousins. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And they're going to speed things up here. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Cousins now from the 50. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line. Now Cousins going to change it up. Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cousins. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Godwin. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll turn to Sanders, and he will dive into the end zone, and the that two-point conversion is successful. Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Throwing Jones. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. Try to eat some clock with Mixon. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
97 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Once again, they run with Mixon. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover.
This is 1st and 10.
Cousins to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
Just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Now Cousins. Into the hands of Sanders.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Cousins.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Cousins. And that's complete to Sanders. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Cousins here going to change the play.
They'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And with that last throw, we send out a congratulations to Kirk Cousins. He just went over 40,000 passing yards for his career. Just an incredible number. And the way he's still throwing it, you'd have to figure, heck, 50,000, not out of reach. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
He's back to throw. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And that winds up incomplete. And now only 5 ticks on the clock. And likely just one final go at this now. And now the timeout call. So 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is no good. Oh, by the slimmest of margins, he missed it wide to the left. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it.
We all just got a heck of a show, Party. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcomes in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, how about those guys in the...